So what is your problem? There's this white guy's been following me around since 2 a.m. in the morning. And in the 60s he was there with me, and now he's here with me. How come I keep seeing you? Don't do that. Don't do that. You can't drive me crazy. I'm a Nigerian immigrant. You've been following me around since like 2 a.m. in the morning. You've been following me around since 2 a.m. in the morning. 86 years old there. Don't follow me around all day. Don't do that. Following around me, I got on the train also. So, I've been trying to report the MeToo for engaging in transsexual violence against me. When the police took my home and killed my friend Garner, they searched me naked. So I was soon there NYC for sexual harassment. And the police went and killed Garner. So I called the MeToo lawyer, Gloria Orred. I said, can you please help me? I said she can't help me because she just said the police will drop and FBI will drop the Weinstein case and the R. Kelly case. So I started reporting this Gloria Orred to everybody on the train. That the police is driving her. She's driving the police. That she's driving the police to arrest Weinstein. And I got soon the police arrested me, knocked me on the ground, picked me up, stole the recording of the phone conversation I had with this girl already. She was based in California. She's the MeToo lawyer. And once I locked from a psych ward, and they've diagnosed with all kinds of mental illnesses. And they've been trying to drive me crazy. So that white guy has been following me around. So they bribed this girl. Right? I told her she works for the MeToo. I said the police took my home on Staten Island in 2010. They searched me naked and kicked my mother out without a court order. I said Uganda was then helping me, was going to testify for me. The police want to kill Uganda. I said my mother's also been killed. And this girl already told me she's so sorry that if she goes against the police by suing them, they would arrest R. Kelly and Weinstein. I said, no, you can't because, you can't use me as a sacrifice. So I recorded the conversation I had with her on the phone. So I started telling people that I have all the evidence, they should help me get her arrested. And so the police came and arrested me on Berry Drive on 4th Avenue, stole my green card, I'm from Nigeria, stole my green card, stole thousands of dollars from me, and went and locked me up in a psych ward. And since that time I used the bathroom, they hire foreign women to insult me in the bathroom, try to fight me. And when they're fighting me in the bathroom, they call the police on me. I'm losing a lot of my stuff, like my earphone will fall out of my ear. And I'm having to buy new earphone, buy new everything. Even my radio, I had 2 radios, one of it fell out of my pocket. So and the white guy over there was following us since 2 a.m. in the morning. On 86th Street, that's him sitting on the floor. So I had to tell him, also I was born in male, I'm not a girl. At one point they called me Miss, and then they saw me and was calling me sir. So I was like, okay, so stop it, because it says like you're trolling. Why are you following me around? So they're hiring a white mob to drive you crazy. They say this is how they always kill these black Americans. So I'm a Nigerian. They're attacking foreigners. My mother's been killed, and this white guy's been following us since 2 a.m. So they're attacking us foreigners. FIFA is not safe to bring the work up here, and their police and prosecutors are not helping us. I remind the prosecutor every day they're not helping me. If the German soldiers and the German prosecutor, and the German police, they're all ganged up to deny Jewish people justice, if they're still arresting them all over the world, the American prosecutor also needs to be arrested. I've scattered the prosecutors in Manhattan, I've been bribed, the prosecutor in Brooklyn, Gonzalez, I think that's his name. I know they're helping. I send them a message every day. So I believe they're being bribed. I believe they're being bribed because some of the police officers told me I used to get punched. I'm so sorry. My mask is on myself. In 2020, I used to get punched by black Americans at Lincoln Road and Flatbush. In front of the police camera there, there's a UPS store, I believe. She said, I'll call the police, and the police said, we're not going to help you. She said, because you sued us, we signed a pact, we're not going to help you ever again. And the prosecutor is not helping me. So there's an illegal quid pro quo between prosecutors in New York City and the police, whether they're not helping Africans. A lot of Africans are getting stabbed in the Bronx. A lot of Africans are getting shot at, and and a lot of people are encouraged to attack Africans. Even the black Americans told me they're going to be arrested, killing Africans to pay us for slavery. So a lot of the American gangs now know black American gangs that Africans are not going to get protection. And there's been I do a lot of web search, and I found out that a lot of foreigners say the NYPD is biased against foreigners, and they see us Africans as the best whipping tongue. You know, so this is very serious. If it's not safe here, Mandani, you can't keep quiet. You say you love Arabs. Yeah, I'm sorry they're light skinned like you, but you were born in Africa. You're an Indian, born in Africa. My mother has been killed, and your God has been killed. You can't ignore me forever, Mandani. I saw you in Manhattan 2 Broadway last year, where they always sent the police to harass me, tell me to go. I always beg for money on the street in front of the MTA headquarters. And the police told me, get out of here. You know, before I lock you up. I said, no, I'm not an animal. The black Americans want to tell me everywhere I go to get out of our neighborhood before we will kill you. So their police, their black American guys are forming a mob. Are you mad that you came by that 2 Broadway? I said, sir, can you help me? And you walk quickly away from me. And you always claim you love to fight for human rights, but you're only helping Arabs. And under Section 1986, sir, you can be charged. Because under U.S. law, you're a public official, you're a Queens assemblyman, and I'm a New York State resident. I pay taxes. My green card was stolen, but I still pay taxes. And you have no right to deny me of why you claim you love Arabs. You know, so look. And they almost drive me crazy. I can't use the bathroom. They called the police to arrest me in the bathroom November 14, 2025. So you can all be prosecuted worldwide. If you're going to find a mob of attacking us Africans, you know, I walk around with diarrhea pills. Mandani, I don't want to call you a fraud, but you're not. I know some immigrants, well, as soon as you get your U.S. passport, you try to get accepted by the whites, but don't use me as the sacrificial lamb. This white are from a racist country in this America, and they're killing us Africans. From Diallo that was shot with 40 bullets, and the police officers walked free. They said they thought he had a gun, and it was, you know, and my mother was her own daughter's friend that's crazy, and got her locked up in a mental ward. Even though my mother was alive and she wasn't crazy, she was also a medical worker, but she speaks with a foreign accent like me, and her daughters were born in America, speak with American English, and those were able to lie against her and get her locked up in a mental ward. That got my mother angry in Bellevue, and that's how she died. You know, they said a black American lawyer, Kenneth Montgomery, said one of his kind that was born in London was also. The hospital allegedly said he had a mental health episode and killed him in Methodist Hospital. So there's a part of killing foreigners and calling us crazy. They've also locked them in the mental ward. As soon as they can detect your accent, they call you crazy. And this is a genocide against foreigners, against us black, and this has to stop. And so this white guy's been following me around. Don't you ever follow me around again, sir. You are at 2 a.m. on a whoever hired you, your glory always is going to be arrested. I'm not scared of you. So don't follow me around again. I'm recording you. You're going to be arrested. If God already sent you, another white guy said he was going to stab me, bump into me at Atlantic Avenue. I tried to get the police to arrest him. A couple of days ago, the police were going to arrest him. So you're from the white mob, Gloria already. You're not safe. You got R. Kelly in prison. You got Watson in prison. And you're covering up the murder of Eric Garner and the murder of my mother. I've contacted you. You said the only reason why you can't help me is the NYPD won't help you arrest some of the people you need to arrest to make money for your client. And cover up for murder, you can be charged as an accessory to the murder. And my mother said her daughters hated me because I was gay, and that's why they killed my mother, because she was the one keep helping me, and she was a witness to my being watched naked in 2010 when the police took my home. She caught 3 women. So my mother's address was trying to kill her, because they said she was an important witness and they didn't want me to get justice. But only on Friday, that's the daughter's name. Another daughter, Funke. So they don't let me sleep all night. They're torturing me. Glory, all right, you're not safe. You're your police mob and your FBI mob attacking me. You're all going to get hit with head crime charges. I'm recording you. You may be the worst. You may think you're a liar, but I'm a child of God. I'm recording you. You're not safe, Glory, all right. You're your FBI mob. You're going down in the prison. We know, be careful what you do unto others. The Bible says, judge not. Glory, all right, you're arrested in R. Kelly, you're arrested Washington, and it may be your time to go to jail is coming soon. Your FBI mob trying to kill me, it's not going to work. I'm not crazy, and I told them, please, I want to see these people in court, and I will do a mental health test to show I'm not crazy. So don't try to gaslight me. But they don't let me sleep all night. The reason why I'm homeless is because the NYPD took my home in 2010. And my mother was saying her daughters are part of a narcotic gang that was just trying to kill my mother, and hoping any lawsuit money would accrue to them if they killed my mother and they killed me. You know, so my mother, or even one of her daughters, my mother alleged was sexually abused in America. So I think she's not part of the MeToo. You know, and I'm trying to get her daughter arrested also for killing my mother. So my mother had a lawyer. Starting out in 2014, she comes to Pennsylvania to come and collect $500. So my mother can rent a room. And when my mother got there, their daughter didn't give her the $500, just poisoning my mother's food. We can't have fish poison. I was about to have a heart attack. Yeah, I'm just tired because that guy's been following me around since 2 a.m. in the morning on 86th Street. That I came here. I'm like, how are they always able to locate me? So they are mobbing me in the bathroom. They say how they killed the black Americans, from Ahmaud Marbury to George Floyd. They'll provoke you and choke you dead. So this NYPD, they took my home on Staten Island. A black American I said was going to testify for marijuana. They choked him dead, they got him and took him dead. So this white guy has been following me around since 2 a.m. He's been following me around since 2 a.m. in the morning. I said, don't do that. Don't do that, you know. So, sir, like I told you, I don't care if you work for the white police, stop following me around. You've been following me around since 2 a.m. Okay, at first you were acting like you were financial, I gave you $1, and then you started following me since 2 a.m. from 86th Street. And I thought I'd already escaped them, and it came out the train. I'm like, how is that possible? I met you at 86th Street near the McDonald's. They told me they needed $1. I don't even have money, but anytime they ask me for money like that, even though I'm homeless, they don't let me shower, they don't let me brush my teeth. But anytime they ask me for money, I give them money. I also beg for money. You know, I started following me from 86th Street here. I thought I'd lost them, you know, and then I was here, I showed up here. I don't know either. So they are MeToo, are playing all kinds of games. I have evidence that could get the MeToo lady arrested, you know, because my mother was killed as part of a hate crime, and my friend Arugana was killed as part of a hate crime, possibly because he was trying to help me testify against the NYPD when the NYPD took my home and the NYPD when I took around my birthday. And I told the MeToo lawyer about it, and she was like, I can't really help you, because if I help you, the NYPD will drop the R. Kelly case and Weinstein case. You don't cover up a murder, there's possibly a hate crime murder, you know, you'll be charged with the same hateful murder. So this Gloria Oren has been locking up a lot of men in prison. She's like a 60-year-old, 80-year-old white woman. You know, so they said that the white people love their white women. You know, so since I've been saying I want to get arrested, the police have come to choke me on November 14, 2020 when I was using the bathroom on Chambers Street. So they're trying everything to kill me. Because they said, you know, the white race, they look at their mothers as God. You know, so when you have anything against a white woman, they can kill you to free that white woman. So this is a genocide. This is a genocide. Gloria Oren, you're going to jail. You lock up a lot of black men. I have evidence. You cover up a murder, a hate killing, possible hate killing, and it's time for you to go to jail. So you are going after men, but now God has made it possible. You're going to jail also. Because don't look down on anybody. Even though your white race, they worship white women, but that doesn't make you a God. You are locking up this man, and now you have to spend time in prison for hate crime. So the FBI, and they are using black American gang members, Spanish gang members, to be trolling me. Even I was on the train, and they wouldn't open up the door fully. So people try to jump me afterwards. They hire gang members, you know, to start throwing all my stuff on the floor, and then they'll freak us out as a crazy immigrant, and I'm fighting to put all my stuff on the floor. So the police can chase them. They've been saying they're going to get shot. You know, I used to go to Duane near to Broadway, by the Stalking ferry, and the worker said, you want to shot? I want to shot. I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean by that? Don't talk to me that way. You know, so people have been telling me, I'm going to get you. Somebody's been trying to change them. You know, so because I'm trying to expose so much corruption in America, I criticized Eric Adams also. And he also, they said they posted a video of him saying he was going to jump a white woman. And I said, you know, because they said they're still investigating Eric Adams for some other crimes. So I was reading the newspaper on Sunday that the Department of Investigation are still investigating it. You know, and I've been trying to get Eric Adams arrested. So he released a video yesterday on Instagram saying, you know, he still has some Brooklyn in him. And I believe that's a threat to me. You know, and since then, they're MeToo and the police, they've been having people try to get me crazy. You know, and they say once they get you angry, they can kill you in this country. I'm kind of just a crazy person. They misdiagnosed me as crazy. So the first thing the police do, or if anybody's fighting in this country, is to label you as crazy. And they arrested me while I was begging for money in 2019. A guy came and slapped me in the back of my head, and before I knew, the police carried me and went and locked me on something, and they misdiagnosed me as crazy. So they believe they can just kill me anytime. But thank God somebody was recording us, about taking me away, and I was shouting, I'm not, I'm not crazy. They just framed me up, So they didn't kill me right away, but they believe they can just kill me for later. They did that in July 20, 2019. As soon as I recorded this Glory Oren telling me on the phone, telling me she can't help me because if she helps me, the police will. If she helps me, sue the police for sexually watching me naked while they evicted me in 2010. He said my mother testified to 311 before she died. I called 311 and testified right away. Civilian complaints with you, but that's what I mean by 311. And she told me she helps me sue the NYPD. The NYPD will drop the R. Kelly and Weinstein case. That they'll all have the tax, whereby they collude and deny justice and obstruct justice for whoever they want to obstruct justice for, and go after whoever, so they use these blackmails as their scapegoat, as their punching bag. How Kelly and Weinstein Weinstein is also a Jewish male. So this is just ridiculous. So I solemnly swear on the United States perjury laws and U.S. Constitution and other relevant laws that I'm solely seeking non-conditional charitable financial donation to my Cash App and my homeless and to me in person. I'm not seeking surrogacy. I'm not seeking marriage. I'm not seeking any slave master relationship. I'm not seeking violence. I'm not seeking friendship with anybody, whether open or secret. I just don't trust anybody right now to be near me. I'm just seeking financial donation, so I can try to get out of this subway and find a safe place to stay. And also, I'm seeking, the authorities to help me take this case to court. So please don't try to trick me or lure me into all the other stuff I'm not seeking. I'm not looking for surrogacy. I'm not seeking marriage. Some people try to tell me that, I should try and get married so that when I'm killed, somebody can inherit the money. I'm like, excuse me? Why should I want to get killed in the first place? So there are some sick souls in this country that believe they can just make money by creating a fake marriage with someone and hoping the person will be killed and they will inherit the money. So I'm not seeking marriage again. I'm not seeking surrogacy. And any of the things I said I'm not seeking, please don't try to trick me or lure me. When I post messages online to some of the people online, some of them portray themselves as activists or whatever and whatnot. And when I post messages to them, they don't respond back to me. Then some of them, I'll see them on the street. And they say sometimes people would wait till you die and claim you had a secret relationship with them and you told them to go and adopt a child for you and they'll steal money from your estate. So I don't have any secret relationship with anybody. And I always tell people, if you want to contact me, please don't stop on the street. Send me a message on the internet, in my Facebook account or Instagram account. So please, I don't want any secret relationship or secret friendship with anybody or even open friendship with anybody. No. I'm just not looking for friends, period. This is not the time for me to be looking for friends. I've been alive for 44 years. I posted online looking for, seeking help for almost 15 years now. Nobody has helped me. So this is how I know I don't have any friends. Okay? So you go figure. So I'm not, at this moment in my life, I'm not looking for friends. Friendship is not something you do under duress. It's something that happens naturally, and I'm not even seeking that. So please, it's not like I'm arrogant or friendly. So I just understand some of these people I push messages to online, and they don't respond online. Why did they do that? And what is that? I do that before on the street. So, sometimes people see that potentially what money they want to your dad, and they'll start making false claims. They say inheritance scam is so rampant in New York. So please, in case anybody claim I have anything going with them, a secret or whatever, that should be the buzzword. And the claim I have, I'm not into any sexual thing with anybody. No, I've not had any sexual. The last time I was actually forced. I was homeless like this in 2020. and they lock up all the bathrooms in the train station. So I was asking people to help me because my ID had been stolen. The police had arrested me. I stole my ID. So I was asking people to help me, to tell me where I could find a bathroom, or if they can let me use the bathroom in the house, I'll pay them money. And everybody told me no. And then 2 hours later, a guy showed up so I could follow him to his house. When we got to his house, he told me we have to get married right away. I said no, and they raped me. I had to call the police to come and rescue me. And he told me he works for the police, and if I ever go back on the street, the police are going to kill me. So I better marry him. So I believe he's part of the MeToo gang also. It's in the Bronx. So this is crazy. So this MeToo, some of them are into sex trafficking, and they're just using this money for hard carry. And safety, that the missionaries for the West Africa wasn't like the one man. This is crazy. And also, Eric Adams congratulated the police after they choked me and stole my green card 2019. Because before then, when I used to bathroom in the train station, women's bathroom on Quad Street, Eric Adams in 2019 was the borough president. I noticed the police would come and kick me out of the bathroom and leave the black Americans there. I'm like, this is discrimination. So I'll go across the street to Eric Adams' office in front of the sidewalk. I'll say, you NYPD, stop discriminating against me as an immigrant. I said in Ohio, a Nigerian just became mayor. I said in Ohio, they are letting undocumented immigrants have driver's licenses. I said New York needs to be like Ohio. And then the police came and attacked me in another part of Brooklyn soon after that. Stole my green card, stole thousands of dollars from me, and locked me up in the cycle. And I kind of congratulated them. Weeks later, in January 2020, while COVID was going on, the police took my green card and everything on July 2019 near my birthday. And this Eric Adams congratulated them. Said you outsiders, you're never going to be welcome in New York. We New York bosses are not going to welcome you. He said you go back to Ohio, you go back to Iowa. He said New York is for real New Yorkers. And then around that time also, somebody put a poster in the bathroom I normally use. I used to use the men's bathroom also back then, on 14th Street on the AFC line. And I was still transitioning to become a woman. I'm not a woman then. And I used to put the guys soon poser. And people used to make fun of me around that time that I speak with a fake American accent and stuff. So apparently this Ricardo was mocking me for being a Nigerian and not fitting into American society. I would say, you go back to Ohio. So it's been an accessory to the NYPD kidnapping me, stealing my green card, and which is a slavery. Because without a work authorization, I can't work. I can't work. I have to. So they rendered me a slave, first the president, and all the rest of the government. So, yeah, this is what's going on.